Hello. Today we're going to be going over a today we're going to be going over PEAHALLA. PEAHALLA is Odin's staking for volatility farming. What we've done is we've permanently locked our initial seed liquidity for this pod, which is POM P Valhalla. We see this P Valhalla token and the paired LP token right here. POM is the paired token, making this a green arrow pod. Essentially, though, is that you can wrap into this pod by clicking into this and taking your Odin tokens and getting this P Valhalla token. That P Valhalla token is earning 14.7% interest, and that's through volatility farming of the Odin token. The LP percentage is earning 13.7%. How we have our P tokenomics set up is essentially is that there's a 1% wrap fee when you come into the pod, a 1% unwrap fee when you leave the pod. You have a 0.77% buy fee and a 0.77% sell fee on this token. Because there's a P Valhalla POM LP, there's transactions that occur on this LP, and those fees happen, and those wrapped and unwrapped fees happen through arbitrage and mevbot activity. And so this is all driven by real yield of mevbots arbitraging on-chain Ethereum liquidity pools. Essentially, though, any of these fees that accrue through this pod contract, 50% of those go towards burning P Valhalla. And if we go up here to the Etherscan, we can see here is the P Valhalla token and how much 66 million there is there. But if we click the token contract right here, we can go and we can click in here and we can see that there is 67 million Odin tokens in this contract. So this P Valhalla contract is backed by these Odin tokens right here. And if you notice here that says 67 million, and then we go here and that says 66 million. And if we go here to the exchange rate, then that's how we can get that number. You know, it's like we take this 1.01, we times it by this max supply, and then that would result us in this Odin. And so what we can see here is that as the MEV bots arbitrage through this system, there's these wrap fees and there's these taxes, and they're going to burning P Valhalla. And when that P Valhalla is burnt, everybody who owns P Valhalla, all of these holders, they increase their claim on the tokens contract remaining Odin. So if you're staking in P Valhalla and you're staking in PEAHALLA, you have P Valhalla, you can take how much P Valhalla you have and multiply it by the exchange rate, and then you can see how many Odin tokens you hold claim. And now if we go back to the holders, we'll see something very interesting about our pod, which no other pod has, and that this is 30,292,000 P Valhalla have been burnt, sent to the dead wallet. This permanently locks this position. Unlike every other token that's been burned before, this is yield bearing burn. That permanently locked position is always going to be growing. It's going to be earning this 14%, 7.7% APR, and that fluctuates depending on how much this volatility farm farms the volatility of the network. And so as it farms the network, we are actually earning Odin into this contract that can never be claimed again because this holder will never be able to remove it. In the future, we have TVL 268. LP is 57.5K. In the future, we want to see this number higher. Why do we want to see it higher? Well, because then more transactions can occur and more value can be wrapped and go through those fees. So to increase LP TVL, what's going to happen is the peapods contract is going to release an update called LVF, Leverage Volatility Farming. This will give every P Valhalla holder the ability to borrow POM, be able to LP with that POM and farm the volatility and earn P's. And so we can get this LPTVL up. Another way to increase that LPTVL is to increase that LP APR. And another extra idea that we have that we want to implement in our pod is that we're going to create what's called a triangular arbitrage system with our PEAHALLA. Right now we have POM PEAHALLA, and we have a community DAI PEAHALLA pool. In the future, we're looking at having community raised PAX-G PEAHALLA. This would be gold PEAHALLA. And we see this triangular arbitrage between ohm, DAI, and gold being a very nice network to farm the arbitrage of the meme coins in our Odin network, because these assets are backed, these assets are highly liquid, these assets are very stable foundations to our entire financial system, gold, dollars, and soon to be ohm. And so we believe that this triangular arbitrage system will have more PEAHALLA transactions in the future, which is going to lead to a higher holder APR, which is a higher burn of Odin, and that's going to also lead to higher LP APRs, which drives LP TVL. And so we have key metrics that we're looking at, and how we have key levers that we can pull to incentivize the flow of liquidity to where we want. And that really sums up where PEAHALLA is. We've got 48 holders, and it's exciting times. We're still a baby. We're still like 600,000 market cap at this point, but we have a lot of potential here, and I'm really excited about this pod and the growth of P's. Right now, 268. We're like a little bit less than 2%, or maybe 2% of the TVL here at P's on Ethereum. I want to be the best. I want to be the best pod. I want this to be the best pod. I designed it to be the best pod, and it's going to be the best pod.